Hi, Dorcas. This is Dorcas
Hi,
Kaimeni. How are you doing?
Hi. I'm good, Pasi. How are you?
Iko salama sana. So talk to me. What's going on?
I have a few questions
Mm-hmm.
concerning relationships and especially from a girl's perspective. So I have my first question is you've always said shoot your shots, but then there are those who are like shooting your shot means you're being desperate or that's not Christian. So can you expound on that and then tell us more about this shooting your shot? Because you always say shoot your shot, but there are those bats that you always give us. So could you help me understand what you exactly mean by shooting my shot and what boundaries I should operate in as I shoot my shot so that then I don't come off as desperate?
Okay, yeah. As a lady, contrary to popular belief, I'm a firm believer that it's not wrong for a lady to make the first move. I know everybody will come at me and say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I know pastors have preached and said, let the man do
Yeah.
his job, because if you as the woman makes your move, then what will that mean for the man, even being a leader in the relationship? And I think there's a discussion on SSN, I think it was posted yesterday, that's talking about the same thing. Well, I'm a firm believer that it's not wrong. However, what I'm against is the woman making an active pursuit of the gentleman. It is not right for all of us to copy paste in terms of saying, because this is the methodology that worked for couple A, is going to work for all the couples B, C up to Z. Every
This is
relationship is
the
going to be
21st
unique.
century.
Sorry?
Uh, I'm saying this is the 21st century, so I guess some things
Exactly,
have evolved.
exactly. And every relationship is going to be unique. Every human being is unique. And so what works for you might not work for the next person. And so you have a choice as a lady, either to sit back and just wait for this guy to make his moves. If he does, amen. And he might never do that, or he might not even notice you. You might put yourself strategically in a position where he notices you and begins looking in a general direction. It's not bad. And yes, it is not a sin. You can still make your move and allow him to pursue you, and he'll still be the leader. But then, even as you're doing that, you need to be prepared for rejection, because he might say no, he might not look in your direction. And I know many ladies
Wow.
cringe at that idea, but it's true.
Wow. You know,
You're the first man,
Manzi,
face it. When you're approaching a lady, you risk
yeah.
being rejected. So, are you ready for that?
Well, I guess it's not it's something that of course is out there, but I think as ladies, because we are more used to being asked, we're not we're used to rejecting. So I guess when the shoe is on the other side, it still pinches as much. So maybe it's good that we ask a bit and then get a bit rejected. Of course, so then we are more conscious and more careful when we are asked. We realize it's not as easy as we think it is.
Yes,
So
it takes a lot of
now,
that to ask somebody out. Yeah.
yes. Now you said it's okay to shoot your shot, and the parameters it's not it shoot your shot but don't take the lead. So maybe could you expound on what is he shooting my shot? Is it saying hi? Is it sliding into his inbox? And then maybe I say hi. If he doesn't respond, do I just give up? So what are I'm trying to create safety parameters within which I know I'm still shooting my shot, but I'm not overdoing it.
Be creative, Dorcas. Just be creative. You can say, yeah, you can say
I see
hi.
some of these guys, short of putting a gun to their head, I don't know.
Okay,
Honestly,
you can say hi.
it's
You
not
can
the
ask people,
younger.
I'd like to get to know you better. Uh,
Yeah.
you can give compliments that are suggestive. You look good in that shirt. You have a cute smile. You can make those overt suggestions that you wouldn't make to a brother or just an ordinary guy. You could put yourself in a position. And by the way, ladies, don't even get me smart. Don't even get me started. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are witty. You are smarter than us. So you know very well the kind of things that you would
I see
say.
you have
For
not met
instance,
the generation you're dealing with.
no, Doc, you know very well. if
Let me
somebody is
tell you.
interacting with you, if a brother is interacting with you and they're saying certain things, there's a way I can tell you you're smart. And it's plain simple from a brother. But there's a way I can project that with my intonation, my body language, my gestures, my proximity to you, and you know, you didn't just say, you know that. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You are, but
So,
remember, yes, we are very perceptive. So we'll see the guy before, we actually notice the guy before he notices us. So by the time a guy is coming to a process, we've already noticed him. But remember also, we have very creative minds. And when we like someone, we can do 0 to 100 in 30 seconds. And him, before he said hello, us guys, you're already at grandchildren level, as we are already married and had children and now it's grandchildren. So that balance, and that's why now most of us ladies are afraid, because they're like, manze, ukiniacha tu nicheze kama mimi, I'll just I'll do 0 to 100, and then I'll end up exposing myself to more hurt, especially when now it's not reciprocated. And I'm speaking from experience, where I've seen a guy, I've seen he's a good guy, and it's not even the ones it's obvious. And I've even gone to the extent of sending someone who is a mutual friend and be like, if he's so inclined, just let him know that there'll be white smoke. And the dude never did nothing. So you're wondering, like, seriously, what else is a girl to do, surely, Percy? So,
no, and that's okay. And that's okay. I respect that gentleman for the fact that he wasn't interested and he didn't want to lead you on, because you risk attracting a predator who might not be genuinely interested in pursuing a relationship, but they just want to have other ulterior motives. So I respect that. But like I said, it's important to know.
And he's ready for marriage. Guys they're not like us. When past a certain age, you're like, me, I'm ready for marriage. As in Mimi, the only reason I'm single is because the brothers have just decided to keep me single. Hapo ndio nimefika Pasi.
No, like I said, you risk facing rejection when you make the first move, because in life you'll always find people that you're attracted to, and there is no reciprocity, and vice versa. So this is where, again, you may need to do your own background check. For instance, you can enlist the services of friends, mutual friends, and even family to find out if could this guy be interested in someone like me. My favorite example is Ruth in the Bible. Ruth was looking for work. It was clear that Boaz was not in her radar. But Naomi, her mother-in-law, gave her tips and told her, Boaz is a good man. He's our kinsman redeemer. So what you do, I want you to dress up, chic. I want you to smell good. And when this guy comes from the bar and is lying down, he's okay. I want you to go and lie down on his feet. When he wakes up, he will know what to do. So she listened to counsel and she followed those instructions. So again, this is dependent. We cannot copy paste and say that Naomi and Ruth's version will work in our story. But all I'm saying is use your intuition, use your wit, use your own creativity, and who knows, it might just work for you. But if it doesn't, that's still okay.
You know how hard it is to deal with for a woman, and then I know I'm a damn good thing, man. So I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Unahitaji kumwagiliwa anointing oil ama nini? You see what I'm saying?
You're a businesswoman, right?
Yes.
You face rejection every day. True or false?
Well, yes.
Yes.
From
now,
time to time, yes.
Does the fact that you face, has that fact stopped you from being in business, or does it even motivate you to go harder, to become more creative and to do other things?
True. Well, the rejection makes me work harder and go at it more.
Exactly. So.
But this is different.
No.
With business,
it's different, but you can
use business, it's okay for me to be the aggressor. You see,
sorry?
Because in business, it's okay for me to be the aggressor, to go all out. If it's a customer who has an issue or who has given me objections and said, oh, my product is a bit expensive, I know how to counter that.
Yeah.
But now, in relationships, unfortunately, I can't put a gun to his head and be like, dude, just wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah, and exactly, I think you're missing the point. I'm not saying you become the aggressor here.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is use your wit, use your charm, use your feminine appeal, use intuition, enlist the services of other people, and be smart about it. And other than that, let him take the lead. Yeah.
All right.
And as you do that, again, being a Christian, pray about it. See what God is putting in your heart, because you also don't want to face so many rejections that might do something to your heart and your mind, which might not be good. We don't develop a callous attitude towards men.
Yeah.
So any other questions?
Yes, I do. How do women who have strong personalities, how do we manage? I don't know, it's not even manage, because now most men are intimidated and think we are difficult to handle. So how do we package ourselves? Because we can't change who we are, but how do we package ourselves to be more I don't know whether it's attractive or to be less intimidating.
Less intimidating. That is why you need to be in my next class, dating. You need to join that master class, Dating Like a Pro, where now I will teach you about femininity. You know, femininity is attractive to many men, but at the same time, we do not want you to lose your personality, in the sense that if you are a strong choleric, you are a leader, or you are bold, you're courageous, we don't want you to lose that. But now, how do you temper that in such a way that you do not come out as bossy or boisterous or overbearing? Because sometimes you find a woman coming into a situation with just her macho-ness and all these other things, and the dude is there wondering, like, wait, what's going on? That in itself can be intimidating, and many men will run away from that because they'll be thinking, in the relationship, who's going to wear the pants? Are we going to be butting heads all day long? So there is a way that you can nurture that and bring it in as a strength and not necessarily as a liability. But I can't teach you all that in minutes. You need to be in several sessions, walk with you. You need to listen to other people who've been there and how they're managing that in their marriages, so that now you become a feminine woman. Deborah in the Bible was a very, very strong judge, but she was still married to Lapidoth. And Lapidoth allowed her to flourish in her gifting, in her strength as a judge for 20 years. So, yeah.
Finally, Percy, I've shot my shot, and we've had the initial discussions, and the response is positive. But now, you know, the brother is not, either he's not taking initiative, or I don't know, not moving as fast. Things are not progressing. You know, there's natural progression where boy likes girl, blah, blah, blah. But now boy has liked girl has liked boy. But there's somewhere where either things are not progressing as they should. What can a girl do to start things again without necessarily taking the lead or making the guy feel pressured?
Just, you can either ignore it and allow him to make the move. If he doesn't, take it as a sign and move on, or ask him for clarity. Just say, okay, I was thinking we could get to know each other better and explore the possibilities of starting a relationship, but let me know if you're interested or not. Ask for clarity so that you're not wasting your time with somebody who is pursuing other interests, because the last thing you want is to become a number 2, number 3 on someone else's list, an option.
Yeah. Finally, what are those
signs? You said that was the last question. You're a politician.
Basi no, sinajuanga finally zinakuanga sita. Sasa. So, for girls out there, what are some of those signs that a man gives when he's interested? That, you know, because now, remember, there's that which we misinterpret as interest, and then it's not, you know? So how do we separate friendliness from actual interests? Romantic interest in you?
Yeah. This will depend again from man to man, and because again, individuals are different and the way we express and show interest to one another. But one of the key reasons, one of the key indicators is time. A man who loves you will give you his time. Because remember, time is not money. You can always replace money, but time, once it's spent, is gone. So a man who is keen on giving you his time, and not just time, but quality time, and giving you rich quality conversations that are meaningful. A man who is keen on knowing you, not just knowing about you, who wants to get to know who is Dorcas Kaimenye really, what makes you tick, what are your hobbies. A man who is interested in building you up in terms of encouraging you, motivating you. A man who wants to know your family after, of course, you spend time together and wants to meet your family or your friends. Those are some of the things that you could be looking up. Those are some of the things that indicate a person is interested in you. And of course, if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, if you're meeting with somebody and they're not quick to take you to bed before they commit to you, that's a keeper. Because right now, with this highly volatile, we live in a society that has a lot of sexual volatility, where sex is a premium. No, yeah.
All right. So shoot my shots. Rejection is part of the game, and it's okay. But be careful, don't go exposing myself to everyone, because then I'll end up being wounded and aversive to men. And then quality time is one of the ways. All right, I think that's good for now.
Okay, Sasa, then you have a lovely evening, and God bless.
Okay, you too. Thanks for creating the time.